Right, hello, Honsha here. So I would like to show you a comparison between the Yoimiya with the Shimenawas Reminiscence set and the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flame set. And I'll also be comparing the Rust Bow and the Hamayumi Bow as well. So check this out. Right, so before going to further comparison, I would like to show you my Yoimiya stats. Right, this is my Yoimiya stats with the 4-piece Shimenawas Reminiscence and the Rust Bow. She has 2094 attack with 63 elemental mastery, and the crit rate and crit damage ratio is about 1 to 3 point something like that. I'm not going to do the math on that. With 46.6% pyro damage bonus. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Right now, this is my Yoimiya stats with uh, 4-piece Shimenawas Reminiscence and the Hamayumi bow. She has less attack than the one with the Rust bow, but the rest is the same. The crit rate and crit damage ratio are the same, and the pyro damage bonus are the same as well. Nice. Right, so this is my Yoimiya stats with the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames and the Rust bow. She has less attack than the Shimenawas Reminiscence set, and also less HP because, yeah, artifact stats and all those kind of stuff. She has a little bit more crit rate, but it's not going to be important. And quite similar crit damage percentage. And of course she has more pyro damage bonus. And the one that I'm going to mention right now is quite important, but I will explain it later. She doesn't have elemental mastery at all, so her overload will not gain additional damage bonus because of the zero elemental mastery, but the one with the Shimenawas Reminiscence will gain quite a bit. I'm quite sure it's 48.8% overload damage, increased damage. That's quite nice. And this is my Yoimiya stats with the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames and Hamayumi bow. Of course, she has even less attack than the rest, the other 3 Yoimiyas, but of course the rest are the same because it's the same artifacts that I'm using on her. Alright, that's all, and let's just get straight into the comparison. The team that I'm going to be using is Yoimiya and Bennett, right? So I've run into some problems, right? Both of my set has a very low crit rate as I've shown you earlier. So I don't crit very often. So you can take a look here that I didn't crit like 50% of the time. Of course my crit rate is 50%, so I'm going to offset that by using food. Right, this is my Yoimiya with the Shimenawas and Rust. But look at this, she deals quite a good amount of damage. All my Yoimiya stallions are 777, so I would say that's quite good for free to play. I'm a free to play spell. Right, with the Shimenawas and Hamayumi, not bad, but because I do not have 100% of my energy, it's still quite, I guess, ma. And that's quite good with Crimson and Rust. And the Crimson of Hamayumi, not bad as well. And I will also compare you the charge attack between these set with the Rust and Shimenawas. This one is probably the worst I've ever seen. Like 9,000 charge attack, level 7 talent. That's so bad. Full on, oh my goodness, 6,000. This is a full on level 20 artifacts, you know, and it's quite bad. But with the Hamium, it's not actually bad. As you can see, I didn't crit my first hit, but if I activate my E, the damage just kind of drops because I cannot use the passive of my weapon, the passive skills of my weapon, since I do not have 100 energy on my Yoimiya. And this one is the Crimson Witch of Flame. It's not bad. I would say it's not bad, but still it can be better, a lot better, I would say. That's nice, right there. And the Crimson with the Hamayumi. This one is probably will perform better than the Hamayumi, but It's still right. It's still Crimson Witch of Flame is really, really conditional as well as Shimenawas as well. And here's the spreadsheet I've made. As you can see, the Shimenawas and Rust deals the most amount of damage if you take a look at it with only at a normal attack. The Crimson with the Rust bow just way much worse, way much more worse than that than the Shimenawas Rust. Yoimiya. I do not know why. Can you explain this to me? Did I do something wrong? I might, but that's so bad, man. What do you mean? That's so bad. And pretty much, I would really say the Shimenawas and Hamayumi actually deals quite a good amount of damage for free to play. It's absolutely obtainable. The Hamayumi you can craft it uh, in the anvil guy. You can craft it with whatever that thing is called, prototype, with a prototype, and it's quite good, right? As I'm showing you here, I'm using Yoimiya as a sub DPS. She deals actually quite a good amount of damage, and she actually applies pyro quite a lot. So my gun, you can crit a lot of the times. But I wouldn't really recommend this team because yeah, it's not really, it's not really, yeah, kind of obtainable, I'll say, because Ganyu is pretty much one of the best DPS in the game. Look at the amount of damage. My Ganyu is not well built at all, and Venti is also one of the best characters in the game. He has an amazing crowd control abilities, and Bennett, what should I say about Bennett? Alright, he's amazing. He's amazing, my guy. He's amazing. But my Ganyu and Venti is not really well built. Even my Venti is super bad, especially in the talents. His talents is super low level, so if you see my Venti dealing a low amount of damage, that's because of his talents. That's because of his talents, right? You can see here that I'm now using Yoimiya as the main DPS, and I would say she deals quite a good amount of damage. But this team clears this floor way much more longer than the uh, Ganyu and Venti team. Because I d- wait, I of course do know why. Because this team actually kind of revolves around a single target DPS. On the other hand, my Venti can just CC and suck all the enemies into one spot, and my Ganyu can just burst them with right that nuke damage, right, that bazooka right there. But my Yoimiya cannot, since I don't bring Venti into this floor. But this team excels at the single target unit, right? I will show you this team clearing the floor 12 chamber 2 first half, and this team actually clears it faster than my Eula team, which consists of Eula, Beidou, Fischl, and also Bennett. No, Diona. And my Yoimiya team actually clears it faster than my Eula team. And that's quite crazy since Fischl is also a single target sub DPS, and Eula, I wouldn't say she's a single target DPS, but she kind of deals a lot of burst damage, like crazy amount. Even as a free to play, I would be crazy if I deal that amount of damage. Right. So my recommendation for your Yoimiya builds is of course Shimenawas Rust, but this is very conditional. If you're using Yoimiya in Electro or Overload comms, or probably even Vaporize comms, it's probably better for you to use Crimson Witch of Flame since you won lose some of your energy when you're using your elemental skill, because that's kind of sucks. I kind of been wanting to use my ult, and I didn't have my ult since I have the Shimenawa set. But if you like the Shimenawa set because she deals more damage with the Shimenawa set, that's absolutely fine. Because she deals a crazy amount of damage with the Shimenawa set. Shimenawa set is actually quite good. I'm quite surprised. And you can take a look here that my Yoimiya deals a lot, right? A lot of single target DPS. She is the true DPS. Damage per second. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. The amount of damage is crazy. It's remarkable. 14k non-crit. That's quite crazy. And also, Yoimiya buffs your team when she ults. Uh, she can buff up to 20% of your team's attack. That's actually super good. You can take a look here that my Xingqiu is dealing crazy amount of damage since my Yoimiya is buffing him. And my Xiangling is not really well built, but she still deals quite a good amount of damage, I would say, if I have to say so. Look at this, right? Boom, 15k. 15k twice, right? How? Oh, that's just so good. And that's not even vaporize damage. 15k. My Xingqiu deals 15k non-vaporize damage. But of course with better buff. And probably with my Yoimiya buff as well. But look at this, right? My Yoimiya ult doesn't really deals that much damage. So I wouldn't really recommend you using Yoimiya only for the ult. She can be a good sub DPS, but only for the ult, I would really recommend you as a support. No, go right there. And that's pretty much it, right? I've explained it to you. It's quite good. Yoimiya is quite good. I would say pull on the character that you like rather than the character that you don't like, but is good. Like, just say you don't like Eula, but because she's quite good, especially her burst is quite amazing, and she is probably one of the best DPS in my opinion. Don't summon on her banner, because if you don't think she's fun, don't. I think she's a very fun. She's very rewarding to play. As just so as Yoimiya, but Yoimiya is kind of like AK-47. She deals quite a lot of damage with a lot of attack speed, so she deals just bam, 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 bam amount of damage. So it's very fun to play. It's kind of me playing Counter-Strike all over again, or something like that. Probably Valorant. It's super cool, and I absolutely love the characters design. So waifu over made, waifu over meta. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. Right. I guess that will consist of all the things that I need to say. I will sign off from now. Bye bye.